y'all, Neil Shepherd, Real Deal Neil, Wild Willie's at Akins Forward. Behind me, another race red INDORAPTOR. The OG that started it all for us was the original INDORAPTOR, the race red. I'm gonna pull it next to this one and show you, but this one is even more elevated. Let's go. So first off, the next installment of our INDORAPTOR package in race red. Man, what a beauty and very fitting. We're on a 4-inch BDS suspension lift kit. The prior, I'm gonna pull up right here beside you in just a second. It's only a 2.5-inch lift. This is a 4-inch on 37s, and what a package it is, guys. Hope you enjoy this one. So we've got the INDORAPTOR paint scheme. Initially, we've got the body color bumpers, black skid plate. We've got a black grille with that nice tough skins, red and carbon fiber lettering on the front and the rear, which really looks very nice. Ties everything together versus just doing the black grill essentially. In general, we've got 37, 13.5, 20 Nitto trail grapper tires with a fuel covert wheel, 20x10, -8 on our offset. So mild to wild, guys, we're sticking out pretty substantial. Our last 4-inch that we did was a 0 offset, and it was about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. We're a good, 4 inches as far as our stance. But from the stance standpoint, look how brawny and substantial and rugged this looks. I really like the way this setup is, going up higher with a 4-inch kit and doing a more aggressive, wider tire and wider, more negative offset on your wheel. I really like the look in general. Very proportional, very fitting. We've got the rigid LED fog kit. It would do so much. That SAE street legal light there, flood and spotlight, just improves your visibility so much more. Another good look at that wheel and tire combo. Out back, we got better lighting so you can see that Ford lettering better. It really works nicely with the tailgate and the body match throughout. This has a carbon fiber package, so you've got carbon fiber on the inside, that rear bumper painted, as well as your cladding in the rear and your both fenders. And when I'm talking about the carbon fiber package, that is this panel here, carbon fiber, your shifter, the side pieces on your inside of your door trim, and on that right below, in between those two glove boxes there, that or the bottom glove box and your upper portion of your dash there, carbon fiber piece as well as in the rear. Check out this bad boy. From the side, just such more brawny, tough, rugged, still very capable off-road vehicle by Ford Performance and Wild Willie's at Akins. And man, I love it. And I own the red one, the original one. I'm about to pull it up now to show you guys the distinct differences between the two. Let's check it out. Two bad boys right here, both race red, both INDORAPTOR editions, one on a 2.5-inch kit, one on a 4-inch kit. We'll show you all the in-depth differences between the two guys. Phenomenal trucks right here at Akins Ford in Winder, Georgia, your source for everything auto. I wish I had a race red stock one to show you the differences between the two as well, because they're all substantially quite different from the levels. Now, don't let it get it twisted. A regular Raptor is phenomenal. Just a very capable, great vehicle. But we like to elevate and just enhance in every way. So check it out, guys. Let's go. Okay, so here on the right is our original INDORAPTOR 2.5 inches ready lift kit on 37s as well, versus the 4-inch kit on the left. The most current race red INDORAPTOR for you guys. This one definitely looks a lot more substantial. I mean, it definitely has a much more aggressive overall stance and appeal to it. But when this one is by itself, it still looks very muscular and brawny as well. But just side by side, this one definitely is a whole lot more just bad to the bone and gnarly. But both of them are phenomenal. I want to show you the differences. We've got a 2.5-inch ready lift SST kit, that mid-level lift, 2.5 inches front and rear. Did some modifications. Did the basically what the 2.5-inch is, guys, is basically a spacer up front and a block swap in the rear. This is a true suspension kit. Got shock extensions on this one here by BDS. So 2.5 inches versus the 4-inch. Some distinct differences as well. We did not remove the texture on the front bump pad on this one. On the latest we did, and it looks a whole lot better being glossy than that textured. We did smoke my headlights and tail lights front and rear. We did not on this one, so you can kind of see the headlight smoke versus not smoked. Both have the rigid kit. Now wheel and tire combo, the original right here is 37, 12.5, 22, and 22 by 10, -13. So this is a inch wider on the tire and the -18 offset versus -13. This one here obviously sticks out more because of the negative offset and the wider tire. So mild to wild scale, we're still sticking out, you know, 2 to 3 inches versus the, you know, I guess around 4 or 5 inches on the latest one here, guys. Wider tire, same width on the wheel, but more offset. So -18 versus -13. It's not a lot of a difference, but it definitely adds up when you do the tire width difference and the more negative offset. So hope that's not too much chatter there for you guys, but that's the synopsis between the wheel and tire differences and the stance. Now look at the mirrors. You can see this one is definitely shorter. A good way to tell the difference, obviously, besides the obvious of it just being a taller truck. You can see right there in the mirrors, or I can anyway. Obviously mine's very dirty, so apologize about that. But coming on back, no graphics versus graphics. I don't mind the graphics either way, but on a 4-inch, I think it flows nicely and it works. Out back, we're essentially downright the same as far as using the same tough skins. I've got a bed cover on mine. Both have Akins liners. Non-smoke tail lights versus smoke tail lights. So that's something you may want to keep in mind as well, as far as doing some headlight or tail light modifications. And then as far as the overall size comparison, you can definitely tell the 2.5 inch versus the 4 inch. The 4 inch is definitely slightly taller, and that you can see that stance is just a little bit more brawny and wide on the 4 inch there. So all in all, very similar trucks, just one is just a little bit more aggressive as far as the overall stance and appeal. The good news is the 4-inch lifted INDORAPTOR right here is now available for sale right here at Akins. It is Thanksgiving Eve, so come check us out. Scoop it up before it gets gone. Also, one thing I forgot to mention on the original INDORAPTOR, we did a Rouse Performance Pack that gives it 57 additional horsepower via Rouse cold air intake and tune. This one we did not, but we have those parts available in stock right now. Neil Shepard, Wild Wizard Akins. Thanks for watching.